All right. Let's get this out of the way first. The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed on Tailboard Talks Firefighter podcast are solely those of the speakers, guests, and host, and do not in any way represent the thoughts or views or opinions of any other employer, partnership, or sponsor. The material and information in this podcast is for general information purposes only and should be used at the listener's discretion.
Here comes the intro. Skip forward 30 seconds if you want to get right to the episode. This is the Tailboard Talk podcast, the best health, wellness, and lifestyle resource for the fire service. We're using stories, lessons, and tips from the front lines to give a realistic view of what the job can do to us and how we can make it out alive. I'm Chris Morella, a firefighter since 03, medic since 05, full-time since 08, and promoted to lieutenant in 20. I'm also a personal trainer and strength coach, and I'm here to give you the best information and host the best discussions to make us capable and durable, both on the job and away from it. So grab a heater, steal some fancy creamer from First Shift, and let's go chat.
Now. Go ahead.
I don't want you to use them in the beginning.
I'm 38.
Woo.
Can that be me? Yeah. Goofy little mumbles. 38, and this will be a quick episode for two reasons. First of all, Katie picked up smoking last week.
Did not. I caught her son's cold.
Okay. And the other reason is we have the last episode of you to watch tonight. Then I'll also have to edit this tonight. So let's not make this a long one. Try to keep your comments the typical length, which is the minimum, and your responses.
Will do, boss.
Okay. So when I say I'm 38, what does that make you feel?
Old.
You're old?
Feels old.
I agree.
I don't feel like you should be 38 already.
How old should I be?
I still think you was 35. I feel like 35.
I thought you were going to say, oh, wow, really rolling back the clock. Remember when...
You do creak a lot.
You're also the worst at compliments ever. Like when we were talking to Mickey, and Mickey's like, yeah, I'll be 60 next year. And you said, you're not even 60 yet? Like, you're the worst.
First of all, it's because he's got older kids that are already in their 20s.
You're the worst.
For some reason,
talking to the microphone.
I thought he was in his 60s already. I'm sorry, Mickey.
Okay.
Barb makes you look younger.
That's what I said to him at Black and Gray the other day. I was like, man, I said, Barb, I'm so glad you look so good, because I said Mickey looks terrible, and I just
No,
assumed.
he doesn't.
I said I just assumed that you look terrible too, but now that I see you, I'm so happy you're still beautiful. And Mickey's like, wow, thanks, you're a good friend.
Don't be mean to Mickey. He's nice.
I'm not. So you feel old?
Yeah, you getting older makes me feel old.
You're getting older too.
But not as old as you.
Good one.
But I'm Jim.
Talking to the microphone.
I'm talking into the microphone.
For fuck's sake. So anyway.
Yeah, that's great. Bye.
Well, what about that makes you feel old? Like, you, just because you're 36-ish?
Do you know how old I am?
Probably 36.
Not
you're
yet.
You're going to be 36? Yeah. I know how old I am.
How many times did you double check that you're actually going to be 38 this year?
None, because we just talked about it the other day with Dave and Adrian.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
So that's the only reason I was so sure about writing that on my post today about being 38.
Do you want to tell everyone you thought you were a whole year older? Was it 3 years ago you thought you were a year older than you actually were?
Yeah, I don't remember what age I thought I was or I actually was, though.
I think you'd be like 34.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna be 35 this year. I'm like, you're turning 34. What are you talking about?
Smart guy. So I said I was optimistic this year, and you asked why, and I said I don't know. And then I said just generally more optimistic, and you said about what? And I told you just generally optimistic. So what things are you optimistic about as you get older in a couple months when you turn 36, ripe old age of 42? There's that smoker's laugh.
I know. I give you a coming.
What are you optimistic about as you approach 40?
Shut up.
What?
Buddy.
Bro.
You turned 40 first.
I didn't say I didn't.
So.
I'll let you know how it goes.
You can't get any more creakier.
Yeah.
And whinier.
Creaky and creepy. That's the two things I'll be.
Theme of your party.
Yeah, creaky, creepy.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I feel like just like the general things that I think come with age is comfortable in our relationship, comfortable in myself, comfortable in my decision making.
I see lots of sweatpants. Sure, is that
Oh yeah. That's already happening, buddy.
new level of zen.
Yeah, total zen.
I actually was wearing 90, well,
Everything but my socks the other day was all Costco clothes. All the way to the jacket.
That's because you're cheap.
All the way to the jacket. Cheap. First of all, Costco isn't necessarily cheap.
It's not expensive.
It's not expensive, but it's more value than inexpensiveness. TJ Maxx is cheap. Mm-hmm. Right? Costco is...
Those are like your top 2 stores.
Yeah.
And then add in Target for your fancy clothes.
Clearance. Big aisle clearance today in Target. Nathan tried on many different hats. So he definitely needed a shower tonight. All right, so what else are you optimistic about?
I don't know. I feel like... I don't know if I would say I'm optimistic about things, but I feel like I'm like settling into our now normal. Like big life decisions, you know, we're done having kids. So it's this is it. This is our unit. So
that's our plan, is we're done having kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Move Sawyer to a big girl room.
You move Sawyer to a big girl room. We're getting
offloading baby stuff.
You're getting probably a big boy office. Like space upstairs in our house. Yeah. Not like a real office.
I'm getting the smallest room.
You're getting the old baby's
smallest
room.
Is the big boy office.
Yes. But no, we're going to make you like a real one, not just full of IKEA furniture.
Yeah.
No, just kind of settling into like
cruising.
Yeah. We're on, I feel like this year is going to be like a cruise control year.
Yeah. So that's my general optimism too. Like we've been through, this is off topic, so you're going to give me a goofy look. This is not serious what I'm going to bring up. We've been through stuff with the camper.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like we've been through problems with that.
Yeah.
You know, didn't get rid of it. So whatever happens with the camper now is like, well, it's just another thing. The kids are doing good.
What's the timestamp on this? I just want to make sure when we can reverse back when something happens with the camper.
We're still not getting rid of it. I mean, we can still get rid of it. I mean, we can both get Priuses, and I'd be fine with that too.
Okay.
Kids are doing good.
Mm-hmm.
They got their issues, but they're mostly our issues.
Yeah.
The house is livable.
Standing, yeah.
And we got a long list of individually very expensive things that we're probably never going to do because we can't pull the trigger on them.
No.
Like this refrigerator next to
me.
Oh my God,
it's
going to make some terrible noises and leak water out the bottom any minute.
Well, first of all, why are refrigerators so expensive? Like,
kind of, they're essential. They know they got you.
Oh my God.
They know they got you.
So ridiculous.
I've kind of settled in the fact of what the company is now,
mm-hmm.
and I can contribute in different ways than like making $1 million at this point. Like this podcast makes $500,000, but I don't have to be out like knocking down doors to go get speaking engagements or like really clamoring for personal training clients. Like mm-hmm. I'm at a comfortable level with personal training clients. I like how active I am and how much feedback I'm getting back, and then I get paid once in a while, which is nice. But I feel like it's at a point now where it's not like I have to make time for it during the week, but it's not a huge detractor from family time or like a giant stress. Like the company isn't a giant stress like I was when I was trying to force it a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So that feels good.
Mm-hmm.
But just like the general trajectory of this whole thing, I feel like if I look back in specific, we've been to a few functions now, like at Black and Gray a few times mm-hmm. for retirement parties or whatever it was, promotion parties. So we're getting out and seeing people again, mm-hmm. which we took a little bit longer to do than most people, I think, just because we're busy with the kids and I just didn't want to for a while.
Yeah.
Like I settled in not seeing anybody and it wasn't terrible. Started playing hockey again.
Mm-hmm.
Went to a jiu-jitsu class the other day.
Yeah.
That's close contact.
That's very close contact.
So yeah, I feel like we're starting to kind of come back out of the shell and
mm-hmm.
and kind of hit a normal person lifestyle almost.
Well, I feel like we're also coming out of like the baby fog.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Nathan's technically a toddler for one more year, but we're out of like the baby stage and in the middle of the toddler stage.
Almost out of diapers.
God, that'd be great.
What do you think, like another year? Maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
For her, I'm not going to stop wearing her.
Yeah.
I will also say that both of us are probably more comfortable. I'm just looking at my little notes here.
Uh-huh.
Saying no.
Yeah.
To stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Saying no thanks to stuff. Not feeling necessarily so much outward or internal pressure to go do things out of obligation.
I think, yeah, I agree with you on that. Definitely, I don't feel like I have the guilt. Like, I had a really hard time, we've talked about this before, like, coming into this new year, new age, not necessarily working outside the house.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, just doing the mom thing. I used to feel guilty about that, and now I'm like, I mean, it's not going to change anytime soon, so might as well just enjoy it.
Well, I think there's also less pressure too of like if you start to dabble in something that's fun and not like as productive as your career before.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing either.
Yeah.
You know, like it doesn't have to be a full-time like ass kicker of a career. Now it could just be something fun that you want to do or want to try, and that's still better than being frustrated about it. So yeah, the pressure's off of like that. Like we've made it now with essentially one income for almost 4 years now.
Like 3.
Okay. And everything's still moving. So
Slowly.
like that's a nice feeling, you know.
Yeah. I feel like we planned that essentially. I mean,
well, yeah.
We did everything.
Now it's possible. We planned it, but you're still several
executing it.
Freak out periods there.
There still is.
Yeah, I know.
Which I haven't bought a refrigerator.
Yeah. Which is why my birthday gift was bike tires that I bought myself, and you're like, phew.
Big eye roll.
Can't that be 4 shift money?
Card, cake, dinner. Took the kids all afternoon. Well, I mean, I took one kid all afternoon. Happy birthday.
Took one kid for 2.5 hours.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I took the other one.
She was sleeping.
You're welcome.
You needed to put her to bed.
Anyways, I mean, I have asked questions. What questions do you have?
What were top 5 highlights of 37?
Listen, I talked to you before this.
I know.
And I told you specifically, I have it written down right here and you read it.
Okay.
I'm not good at looking back for specific items.
I didn't say pinpoints, I said highlights. A trip.
You're asking for specific things.
I could think of 5 things that were
Go
highlights
ahead.
for you.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Obviously, me, Nathan Sawyer, so there's 3.
Oh, wow, nailing it.
I think, so one highlight was, this is just a trip highlight. I feel like our Florida trip.
Is it you speaking on the microphone? Is that a highlight?
I feel like our Florida trip was a good highlight. That was probably one of our longer camping trips.
Okay.
And you did great on it. Like you had no old Chris or young Chris.
No, I'm old Chris. Yeah.
Young Chris would have had a couple more meltdowns than Nathan.
Yeah.
But I feel like you're keeping your cool longer and better. You're centering yourself with Nathan when he has his outburst and when you want to have an outburst, but there's people watching you. So I feel like I got better on that. Because we had some hiccups.
People watching me don't bother me. Have an outburst.
Anyways. That was a good trip.
I think you know that.
That was like a highlight.
Okay.
There's growth in your emotional character.
Good. We're not going to sit through 4 more of these, are we?
You were a good planner.
Okay.
You did a lot of firsts with Nathan that were fun.
A lot of firsts?
Yeah.
Not hard to do. It's literally 75%.
I'm giving this more of the old college try than you are.
What are you talking about? I had to set up the microphones. I had to push the red button. Well, I'm looking forward to... Okay, let me ask you this. Are you looking forward to being 40?
Yes.
Why? Or should I say, how was it when you turned 40?
Shut up. No, I think with every age there comes a little bit of, I don't know, maybe sadness of getting older, but the hardships you had like in your 20s, you didn't have it in your 30s, and the hardships you're going to have in your 40s, you're not going to. You threw me off what I was going to say. Yeah, I'm excited about getting 40. Are you excited about 40?
Yes, I'm not looking forward to 40.
You're not looking forward to 40?
No, so I'm not looking forward to 40.
Okay.
So it means I'm
Looking
not like, yes, I can't wait to be 40.
Yeah.
But I'm also not, I don't think 40 is like a big one to be.
No.
40 is not like a big deal.
I feel like 50 was going to be.
I've heard that 50 is a bigger deal.
I feel like 50 is going to be a bigger deal.
Okay. 40 just seems like I got 10 free years till 50. Like 40 is like, okay, you got 10 years. I don't know why it feels that way, but it feels like 10 prime years almost, it feels like.
Yeah.
I don't know if I feel like I'm mentally able to navigate stuff better, and so it gives me more confidence and like, okay, cool. Like whatever I come up against won't be that big of a deal because we've been through some stuff already. So
yeah.
like, okay. there's some catastrophic things that could definitely be game changers, right? But aside from those things, we've navigated most of what's come our way. That's been, and some of that's been out of the ordinary too. I also am, I think part of it too is like, I can only assume I'm going to keep exercising for a while. And the older I get, I do get more selfish pleasure in all the times when people are like, oh, it'll catch up with you when you're 30. Like,
Yeah.
blah, 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 whatever. Like you'll put your belly on when you're 35, or like all your metabolism will slow down and you'll stop playing hockey when you're 40 or whatever, you know, like all like the goofy stuff that people say, like kind of like when we were having kids, they're like, oh, just wait till they're 1.5, then you'll see what.
That's
like,
a really annoying thing. If you say that to people, you should really stop.
So they do the same thing with like fitness stuff too. So when I turn 40, if I'm still in decent shape at that point, it makes me that much happier when I see people who were like talking shit before.
Yeah, but you also have good genes. Like your dad looks great.
Yeah.
And your parents are like still moving. So I don't think it's going to catch up like to you in the sense of you're going to explode, but
Then I'll just flaunt it. You can expect my shorts to get shorter by 1 inch every year through my 40s.
okay.
And they're starting at 7 inches.
Okay. You have to get some custom made shorts then for your body.
Yeah, like like absent. 10 years, 7 inches. Get it?
What?
Nothing.
Wait. What'd you say?
They're going to be gone when I'm 47.
Oh. What are you going to wear on your bottom?
What am I going to wear my bottom? I'm going high-waisted underwear. You're giving me too much to edit here.
Let's publish it.
All right, so what are you looking... we were going to talk about what we're looking forward to?
For this year?
Yeah.
Sure.
Did we already talk about what we're looking forward to?
Yeah.
Did? Listen. Nathan, focus.
Robot.
Did we already talk about what we're looking forward to for this year?
No.
Okay.
So what are you looking forward to this year?
Nathan getting more able. Continuing to get more able. I gotta tell you, I'm already not excited about his schedule. I was already...
What's wrong with the schedule?
Yeah, last week where I was like, I don't want to take him to karate today. We'll go tomorrow.
It was like his second week.
I know. I don't want to start running this guy around. We just play in the backyard. Yeah, already I was like, we'll just do it Friday instead of Thursday. We're not going to karate today. I want to keep working on the closet. So that'll be cool. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to Sawyer jumping out of her crib. Looking forward to, let's see, professionally, I'm looking forward to becoming comfortable in my lieutenant role.
Okay.
On 4-shift side, I'm excited for more guests in the podcast. I'm excited for being more selective in the things I want to get involved with. Like that AFFI whole thing. I definitely want to contribute more to that because I think that's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
But there's other things that are going to come along that I'm like, I don't need to be a part of that. It's
Sure.
okay. And I'm looking forward to not ever taking down 3 walls of this kitchen and rearranging every single thing in here because you think it might be better, kind of.
That'll be your 40th birthday present.
A new house?
Sure.
Okay. Okie dokie. Well, it's been 19 minutes. I'm going to cut 7 or 8 out of it.
Really? That is it?
Yeah. It drags when only one person talks.
I'm trying not to cough the whole time.
It can be a short one. We're due for a lull in the listenership, so this can be the pothole.
I could be the lull. Thanks. You could be the pothole.
Yeah.
I'll take it. It's fine.
Anything else you want to add? I mean, we might as well wrap this one up. We're just kind of...
Did you have a good birthday?
It was the best.
Shut up.
What?
Well, folks, thanks for coming.
Sign us off.
Be capable, durable, on shift, and away. Come back again next week when it's more entertaining.
I thought you were going to rhyme something at the end there.
I don't have the capacity for that right now.
Okay.
Bye.